You're going to be using what's called the Roger Pen as your microphone in the classroom. Now the Roger Pen looks like this, and it's able to connect to a student's cochlear implant, to hearing aids, or even to devices that we call Roger Focus that looks like a hearing aid but is actually just an FM receiver that your student might be wearing. So I'm going to show you how the pen works. So first, the pen looks like this. It does come with a lanyard. The lanyard attaches onto the clip on the back very gently, and then it has a magnetized attachment here. Okay, so your student will most likely bring you the microphone with the lanyard already on. We are working on getting personal lanyards for every teacher, so we will be in process of getting you your own personal lanyard. But to turn the microphone on, which it should already most likely be on, but there's a press and hold button right here where we press and hold, and then the light will come on. It's going to blink green, and it's going to come off and on, indicating that the microphone is active. Now the microphone will already be connected to your student's device, so we will set that up, but for that to happen, on the side of the microphone, I'll take this off and bring it in a little closer, there's a button right here that looks like a chain link. It looks like a piece of chain link. It's the connect. In sign language, this means to connect. So when we hold the microphone near the student's hearing aid, cochlear implant, you would hold it up to the hearing aid and press that button, and it's going to blink, and it will blink and flash. If it flashes blue, you have connected. If it flashes red, like it just did now, you can see that it flashed blue. Hang on. No, there we go. It's going to, watch the cycle. It's going to flash blue, 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 red. That means it did not connect. Okay, if you see a red light, it means it didn't connect. If it connected, you will only see blue lights flashing. Okay, so now the microphone, when it is connected, you'll put your microphone on and you'll wear it like this. It does not need to be adjusted at all. This microphone gets great reception. The main thing that you'll want to know is how to mute the microphone. So when you're not talking or you're having a conversation with another student or another teacher, and the student with the hearing loss doesn't need to hear exactly what you're saying, you will press one time the power button. When I press the power button, the color changes to purple. That means it is in the mute mode. Now, it's important that you remember that you're in mute mode because when you start talking again, addressing the class, we do teach our students to remind you to give prompts if you forget to help you to remember to unmute the microphone, but it's really important to try to remember, if you can, to press and hold. Just press it one time, unmuting, and you're flashing green again, indicating that you are connected. Now, this microphone can also be used, and is important for it to be used if the student goes into a small group, if the student is working in a group with other students. This microphone is great to just lay on a table. You can lay it down on a table and it's going to pick up a circle of people. It's also directional. Students can hold this microphone and point it at you from their desk. If you are a teacher that pretty much stays in one place, they might feel more comfortable. You might feel more comfortable just sitting in the front, and they can just hold the microphone, placing it on their desk or pointing it at you. But when they work in a group, the person that they're talking to needs to wear the microphone. If you have presentations in your classroom, the microphone would need to either be placed on a podium so that every person coming up, the microphone's already there and can pick up the speaker, or they would wear the microphone. Now, you do need to know how to charge the microphone. The microphone needs to be charged every day. So how this microphone is going to be charged is it has a basic cell phone style charger that comes with it. It'll all be inside of a case like this. You need to keep up with the case, have it kept in a location. In our middle schools, It can be kept in a classroom, or high schools can be kept in a classroom, or it can be kept in the nurse's station. Oftentimes we'll keep them in the nurse's station because it's just a centralized location. You want to make sure the microphone is turned off. So I'm going to press and hold, and it will flash red indicating it's turned off. Then to charge, I'm going to just plug the microphone, the charger in, and plug that up, and an orange light will come on indicating that it is charging, and then the light does turn to green when it is fully charged. It will need to be charged every evening. Now, if this microphone needs to be connected to a device, perhaps a Chromebook, an iPad, something like that, to be able for the student to be able to access listening to something, how that's going to work is this has a special cable that is a USB input connected to the audio, your 1/4 inch, or I think it's a 1/16 inch input. So that's going to go in right here, and it is specific to the end, so it can be tricky, as you can tell. All right, there we go. So that's connected there, and this end would connect into the Chromebook. And then at that point, the device will connect directly to the hearing aids. It does need to be on. And when it's on and in this mode, the student can still hear you through their hearing aids, but they will also be hearing this into the hearing aids as well. So if the student has this connected to a device, remember they're not going to be hearing you as well if you're giving any type of instructions, directions, or anything like that. You would need to get the student's attention so that they can give you the microphone, or either place yourself in close proximity to the student where they're sitting as you're giving instructions. Something else that's really important to remember as a teacher is during times of discussion in the classroom, when students are asking questions and conversations are happening, your student with hearing loss is only going to be hearing what is coming through the microphone in the majority. They do still hear sounds and people talking around them, but it is not as clear. This is going to be louder than that information. So if Johnny over here in the back of the classroom asks you a question, says, "What time is lunch today?" and you respond, 10 o'clock, the student with hearing loss heard you say 10 o'clock, but they may not have heard the question. So it's really important, and we encourage you to get into a habit of repeating back, or either saying, "Yes, lunch is at 10 o'clock, or "What time is lunch you said?" "It's at 10 o'clock. Just kind of repeating back a mockingbird style, so that the child with hearing loss actually can hear the question and the answer, so they're able to keep track. Also, during class discussions, if you can remember to call when a student has their hand raised, or maybe they even say something, by calling that student's name out. "Johnny, thank you for that question," or "Johnny, remember, raise your hand before you speak." Giving the name clues the child with hearing loss in, so that they can look for Johnny, so they can be looking at Johnny to try to get more information. So all of these are helpful hints for having a student with hearing impairments in your classroom. If you have any issues with the microphone, it's not charging, it's not working, inside your case, there's always going to be contact information. It's best to just text us. That way we can know right away that there's something going on, and we can get connected with you. So thank you so much. I hope that you've enjoyed this video.